Good morning, Ocean Room, and a happy, wonderful Wednesday. Today, this is your shared reading video. So we are continuing to discuss on how to compare and contrast the character motivation. And you remember, character motivation is what drives the character of doing what they do to get what they want. So here's a review for character motivation. First off, you have to look at what is the problem. What is the problem that the character has? And then you have to look at what does the character want. Today, your I can statement is I can compare and contrast the motivation. Remember, that's what drives the character of multiple characters. Your what? Compare means when two things are the same. Contrast is when two things are different. How? You look at the characters' actions, right? What they're doing, dialogue, what they are saying, and of course, their feelings. How do they feel in that very moment? Okay? Why do good readers need to compare and contrast the character motivation, right? It's so that when you compare and contrast character motivations, you help yourself to better understand your characters in the story. So today we are reading a book called Bonk and the Big Splash. Bonk is bragging. I know how to swim, he says. I swam across the ocean. I swam faster than the dolphins. So right now, I'm thinking about character motivation, okay? And I'm thinking about how Bonk is bragging in the story. And right now, he's bragging that he knows how to swim. He can swim faster than the dolphins that are in the sea. I personally think that he might be bragging to impress his friends. Let's continue and see if I'm right in the story. Good for you, says Jupe. You can help us at swimming lessons. Swimming lessons, asks Bonk. Yes, says Jupe. They start today. So looking at this picture, what does Bonk's friends want him to do? Well, they want him, since he bragged about that he knows how to swim so well, they want him to now teach them how to swim during their swimming lessons. Jupe, Lurk, and Snag get ready. They put on their swimsuits and swim trunks. They bring their towels and goggles. Are you ready, Bonk? Asked Snag. No, my swim trunks are too small, says Bonk. My towel is too big. My goggles are too big. I can't go to swimming lessons today, says Bonk. Why do you think, looking at the picture, why do you think Bonk is telling his friends that he's not able to go swimming with them? Why do you think he has so many excuses? Do you think Bonk is telling the truth? We're about to find out. But it won't be the same without you, says Snag. Snag trades swim trunks with Bonk. Lurk trades goggles with Bonk. Jupe trades towels with Bonk. Now you can go with us, says Jupe. At the pool, monsters dive and splash. Lurk, Jupe, and Snag met their teacher. It is time to get in the water, says the teacher. The monsters jump in, but Bonk sits at the side of the pool. This water too cold, says Bonk. It is too wet, says Bonk. I will just wash today, says Bonk. So right now, at this part of the story, I'm trying to think about what is the problem, right? So Bonk's friends wants him to join them in swimming lessons, but Bonk, he's really not feeling to swim with them in the pool. And I'm trying to think about why he would not want to. Oh, I remember though, he was doing all this bragging at the beginning of the story. Now that I'm reading and he won't get in the water, it makes me feel like Bonk may not have been telling the truth. What do you think? The monsters dive under the water. They blow bubbles. They kick their feet. The monsters have fun. But Bonk does not. After swimming lessons, Jupe sits by Bonk. Are you afraid of the water, Bonk? She asks. Bonk crosses his arms, stumps his feet. I'm a good swimmer, he says. Jupe is quiet. Okay, I am not a good swimmer, says Bonk. I know how to swim a little bit, says Bonk. Jupe is still quiet. Bonk hangs his head. I don't know how to swim at all, says Bonk. Jupe pats Bonk's back. She rubs his head. Then we can learn all together, says Jupe. The next day, Bonk is the first monster ready. He has a life jacket. He has water wings. He even has a dinosaur float. I went swimming last night, he says. The pool was closed, says Jupe. Where did you swim? In my bathtub, says Bonk. The end. I hope you enjoyed our story. And I want you to think about this. How does Bonk change at the end of the story? Think about it. After everything. So let's look at the steps of character motivation. The first thing is, what is the problem? So the problem is that Bonk, he was bragging at first that he could swim, but he lied. He really couldn't. And he didn't want his friends to really know the truth, that he can't swim just like them. But little does he know, he missed out on fun when they had that day of swim lessons. But he told the truth to his friend at the end. And he ended up having the swim lessons and having a whole lot of fun. Here's your I can statement again. I can compare and contrast the motivation of multiple characters. Right now, I want you to click below to the Google form. And your constructive response today is to compare and contrast Bonk's motivation with his friends. Bye.